nothing same. It's you. Now everything can go to pieces. I don't care. Like the sun kisses the clouds. It's game on. Racing pulse, we get alive. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds. It's game on. Save some light, build some strength. We're gonna go past forever.
Welcome back, everyone, to Twisted Gaming TV. Gosh, messed up, huh? For the Twisted Takeover every Friday at 6 p.m. Tonight, we got NuSensayshun as our guest. So let's bring her in.
Hi, Chris. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Kind of messed up there for a second. I'm still trying to learn the StreamYard deal. You know, you kind of got to get everything going or whatever.
Yep.
So
One-man show.
yeah.
Be tough.
So welcome, NuSensayshun.
Thank you for having me.
Know her as Rev 5's wife.
Oh,
From
no.
Quicker Quarters on the Glass. No.
Is that what I'm known as?
Waful House.
I think
Well, if I wouldn't know you if it wasn't for him. So
I get it. I'm teasing you.
yeah. So tell me a bit about yourself. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Oh my goodness. Is this an employment interview right now? A little about myself. Well, what do you want to know? I mean, I'm 43 years old, not shy to say it. And I've gotten into this streaming thing by accident, kind of. My husband started into it, and then he asked me to join one of the streams. I don't know if you saw that one. It was where he's putting together Big Blue. And it kind of became really popular because he was the first one to actually get it because we were in Minnesota, right next to the distribution center. So it was just chance. And he said, well, why don't you throw on your Ken outfit and just join me and have some fun? And it was last minute, and I did that, and it was a lot of fun. It wasn't what I thought it would be. So that just kind of started me down that road. And I've been on this weird journey in the last year and a half to my mantra is try new things. Right. And so getting back into games is one of those new things, and just trying different ones, even if I don't think that I'll like it, because, I hadn't played really a lot since I was young. And so getting back into it, really it started with Call of Duty, because that's what my husband really was into at the time. And he just kept saying, you got to try this. You like it. I swear you'll like it. So I gave it a shot. And surprisingly enough, it was a game I didn't think I would like. And I loved it. So that just kind of sparked that interest again and trying different games. You know what I mean? So it's been really interesting. It's been a different, the last year and a half has been crazy different for us, mostly in a good way. But it's been fun. And we've been able to work together on the streams, and I've had to figure out a lot of shit that I had no idea how to do. And that was a struggle at first, but it's been fun because, you learn it, you conquer it, and you're like, hey, I can do this. And it's funny because the other night we had one of our sponsors come over, a good friend, and he was watching what we were doing, and he was just shocked with all the equipment that we have and the production and everything, and how many screens and what we were watching and monitoring and everything. And he's like, you guys are producing shit. And I was like, yeah, we kind of are. So
yeah, you're producers.
Yeah. So what the fuck? It's just crazy. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, first off, you look great. 43.
Thank you.
I'm about to turn 42 in 12 days. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're about the same ages.
Yeah.
So very nice.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your channel.
Yeah, so it started. I think it was September of last year, and it's funny if you look at the first one. I'm up in my office, and I have no, like, you can see office crap behind me, and you can't hear me very well, and the lighting is terrible. But I think I'm playing Call of Duty,
Mm.
and just having fun with it, and getting through the, nobody's watching you right now, but you're supposed to be talking, which is
Yeah.
very, very odd. It's very odd to get past that uncomfortable part. I mean, you've been past that for a while, but for anybody starting off, it's a weird fucking thing, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
like a adult, sitting there like, nobody's listening right now, but if you're gonna watch, but I just did more and more and got more comfortable with it and learned more, like I said, with the tech stuff. And that became something that was really fun to me.
Nice.
So no matter what happens with this, I've learned a lot in this area.
Yeah.
But yeah, so games, and then I started doing art because my husband was like, "You do this anyway. Why not put that on a stream? People will be interested." I didn't think anybody would be interested in that, especially the kind of art that I do. It's just for me, you know. But that's kind of evolved into like a chill and chat. So while I'm doing that, play music, I can engage with whoever's there and talk to them, and that's been really fun. So and then most recently, as you know,
Yeah.
I,
Wait there. Wait right there. But
okay,
I love the whole painting and the music stuff. Like the last one you did. What was it? Was it last night or was it the day before?
yeah, Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
back. But yeah, the vibes of the music and chit chatting and painting and stuff. It's really awesome. I like that. I enjoyed it. I mean, shoot, I was listening to you and the music while I was editing one of my videos. So it's
Awesome.
it's
Yeah.
really awesome. But now the whole thing about the when you're talking to people and the whole nervous thing. This September 1st will be 4 years I've been on YouTube with the Twisted Gaming.
Oh wow.
And in the beginning, I mean, I wouldn't even be live, right? But I would
Mhm.
be doing a video of talking and I'd get nervous. I'd have to go use the restroom like 3 times before I could even start. That's how nervous I got.
Yep. Yep.
But over time, you get used to it. And, but I understand that because, it took me about 6 months before I get
Yeah.
comfortable with it. I
Right.
mean, it's yikes. And I've even been on news channels before because I worked for the city or whatever, and
Okay.
that didn't bother me talking to the camera because I knew it wasn't live at the time.
Hmm.
But live's a whole different thing.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah. But let's see. Oh, so let's watch this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, are y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? So this is from News Channel.
Really my butt. The bottom, it's like the taint. It's your balls. Balls butthole. I've never been before. Stuffed
This is
up.
my favorite
I
part
know.
coming up.
It wouldn't fit. That was too much. That was too much for me to handle. All right. What's going on over here? We baking bread? Okay. Oh.
I had a problem with cactuses.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, I have to calm down. This is too much.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I was crying.
Yeah, and you actually walked away from
I
it.
did. I had to walk away because I was
I mean,
laughing.
look, you got a broom up your ass. In this part, God. Oh man.
That killed me because I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like walking away.
There she goes. That's a wild game right there.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I found that one. That's a gem, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So I had to clip that. I mean, what was the name of that game again?
Genital jousting.
Ay, 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 when you said XX Games, I was like, okay, she's gonna be playing like strip poker or something, or
Okay, is that what
something,
you
you
thought?
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a strip poker game or whatever. Because see, I have one of those. Have you ever been to a bar and they have those like the countertop type little arcades that you put money in, and it has different touchscreen games
Yeah.
and even has adult games and stuff? Well, I got one from Canada, and I guess they're real dirty people over there because there's some bad games on there. I mean, it shows
Oh,
everything.
okay.
Like strip poker, match the picture. Like there'll be two of the same pictures of the female, right? And they're naked. One might have, two boobs. One might have one.
What?
One might be missing something. There might be a
Really?
plant on this one. And you're supposed to circle it and see what's the difference. It's kind of a,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
But it can get pretty wild on those. But, yeah, that was a funny game. But see, my channel is dirty too. So let's check this out. Let's see what $70 do. $70. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know if the chicks are all different or what.
Oh, it's incredible. Oh,
Hey, we
that's
got
what
all
you get for
camera angles
$70.
on it. Yeah.
You weren't willing to go for 100. It wasn't 100 an option, and you were like, nah, I'm not gonna pay 100. You just get 70.
I did 100 and then I did 70 and then I did 50. 50 was just a blow job.
Oh, okay. So you were kind of showing people like, here's what you get for your money.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the $50 one, hell, it was longer than this.
Okay.
He's all wore out and shit. I mean, wow. But Rockstar Games, though, Grand Theft Auto games, they have no limit.
Yeah.
To anything.
You can pretty much do anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can go, they got a strip club in there. And I want to say offline, everything's off. When you get your lap dance, I mean, bottoms and tops and everything. It's pretty wild. But, their games are racy, sexist. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that camera. Technical difficulties over there, like at the Waffle House.
What?
Your screen went black for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got a super chat. Oh, thanks, How to Bachelor. Okay, so when we do super chats, we do something funny. So let's see what we got here. Oh, this one's funny. All right, I got this one for you.
Yeah, please.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, blast from the past. Let the clouds separate. Let the lightning bolts flash. Even though there's no bad weather. Yeah, opinions. Yeah, about who's the best in the World Wrestling Federation. Yeah. Ultimate combo.
So, question for you: do you get a hit for using that?
No,
No?
just
Okay.
it's words. Now, the only things you'll get hits from is basically music.
Yeah.
Now, I will say you will get hits from like extreme videos, like if it's a PlayStation trailer or something.
Mm.
Even if you don't even have the sound, sometimes PlayStation stuff straight from their YouTube channel you might hit. But a lot of videos that you share and stuff, it doesn't hurt you, but they'll get the money or whatever from the views. Now, last week when I was live on the show with 19K Fox, I showed the group Rammstein. Have you ever heard of them? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, they came out with a new song called Zeit, means I think it means time. Anyways, it's really raunchy from hell. And I got hit with that so hard because they're well protected like Metallica with their stuff. Mm-hmm. It took the whole damn stream down.
Wow.
It banned the whole stream and took it way off the channel, and I had to cut it out and then bring it back.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you need to check out that song if you like them. They're coming out with a new album April 27th, I think.
Yeah, the only song I know from them is Du Hast.
Du Hast. Yeah, just like
Everybody
everybody
knows
else.
that.
But there's so many good songs, like a song called
Yeah, check it out.
Sun, and a lot of other ones. But yeah, this other one, they have these, they have like 4 or 5 women, right? And the sands of time is going up from behind them, and they're supposed to be giving birth, right? But the whole music video is in reverse, so the babies are getting sucked in
Oh, wow.
to their vaginas, and it shows it.
Oh,
Shows
wow.
it. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But the song's pretty much about, death is, you can't stop death, and pretty much you got to live your life to the fullest, whatever.
Amen.
And their kind
Yeah.
of words.
Yeah.
So yeah. Here we go. Here's a question.
Uh-oh.
You've been married a long time.
Yeah.
Have you always been into gaming, or has that been a thing since you met Rev?
So I played games when I was younger, but I didn't have. Okay, so if we go way back, first gaming system, my parents actually bought the Atari. And which is kind of surprising when I think about it, because we were like very much middle class. It's not like we had a lot of extra money, so that they bought it fairly soon after it came out. I'm kind of like, wow. But so I played those games, but then we never bought another system. And it wasn't necessarily because, they couldn't afford it. It was just, I was really into sports when I was younger. And, I didn't have a whole lot of extra time, so I wasn't begging for a Nintendo or anything like that. But I would go to my friend's house, and their brothers would have it, and I would play then when I could. So
wow.
that's how I was kind of exposed to that. But it wasn't a passion. It was just fun on the side when I got to play. And certainly wasn't really doing that in college. But when I met Rev, he was very much into gaming at the time, and going to like arcades, physical arcades in the malls. And and then also playing at home and having people over. Like he would have a bunch of people over. It'd be a thing, where they would all play. And I didn't mind that at all. That was fine. I'm cool with it. I would there were so many nights where they'd be playing in his room and I was on the bed right behind and just falling asleep,
Wow.
to them playing, because they would play it till like 3-4 in the morning. I can still hear some of the sounds from some of the games that he would play that I would fall asleep to. So no, I didn't mind that at all. I mean, I don't see the harm in that. I'd rather have him do that than other things, I guess. So there could be a lot of other things he could be into that would be harmful. So yeah, it wasn't a thing. And I knew that from the start. So yeah.
So y'all been married for what? 20 years?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So you got married when you were 23.
No.
Right?
No. We've been together for 20 years. We have been married for 14.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as y'all stick together, right?
There is no break. You know what I mean? Like we've been together for 20 years. So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's and we didn't know if we were gonna, get married for a while, if that was important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sometimes it ain't, sometimes it is,
right.
Just
right.
depends.
It's not for everybody,
Yeah. Like I've been married twice. My first wife was let's see. I was I was 18 when I started dating her. So I dated her for 6 years and got married, and then I had my first daughter, which she just turned 18.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But her mom turned into a turd and got on drugs, so I got rid of her ass. And and then let's see, I dated 4 or 5 chicks. Never lasted probably more than 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And then my last wife, which is my ex now, everybody knows, what she did. So she's, behind bars and shit. But, and the sad thing is that one was like my perfect one.
Really?
The one I was most in love with and did more things with her than anyone else. But, you know, she has mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
She has bipolar disorder.
Okay.
So, you know, but
Yeah.
but after that, I would never marry again ever. And you know, I'm fixed. I'm not going to have any more kids because Lillian was my last kid.
Mhm.
You know, and that's the end of that. But now I just if I came across a female, you know, I would just want to have a chick to do things with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and if it's like a relationship type thing, great. But am I gonna marry your ass? Hell no. Too much. Because I have a cousin, and she's been married 7 times.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But 3 or 4 her husbands died, right? And after they died, she'll date one for 6 months and get married again every time.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on now. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's hard. I think it's really hard,
Yeah.
especially now, to find somebody who you're truly compatible with, you know, and that you can have fun with, because that's important. It's an important part of the relationship. Otherwise, you know, because it's going to be ups and downs, right? And
Yeah.
so if you don't have, I think, friendship at your core, there's going to be trouble down the road. But if you're like, we're best buddies, and
Yeah.
we
I
get
can tell that in the streams, y'all's chemistry when y'all are doing the put your quarters on the glass, especially. I think it was probably either 3 or 4 weeks ago when y'all did it. It was on the Street Fighter one, I think, and it was just y'all on there, and y'all are all acting wild, and it was just great. It was funny, so I can see the good chemistry there. So that's
Yeah.
good. I'm happy for y'all. 20 years is awesome. You know.
Thank you. Yeah,
If
and
I was-
it's not all easy. I mean,
Oh, believe me, I
definitely not
know.
saying that. You know, we
Ups
get
and
it on each
downs.
other's nerves for sure.
Oh,
But
of course.
again, like, if you have that respect, like, this is your best friend,
Yeah.
you know, don't do bad things to your best friend. Be respectful, you know.
Yeah.
Then if you always come back to that, I think that's the main thing, right?
Yeah.
For a relationship. So
The biggest thing with relationships is 2 things. Honest. And I forgot the other one. Being honest and faithful. There you go. If you
Yeah.
get those 2 things, then you know you'll be good, I guess. Hopefully. Let's see. Do you own any consoles gaming? Or do you play PC?
I heard your comment the other night about
Oh, you play PC?
I do.
Damn. PC is for editing and paying bills. Just
Okay.
kidding. I'm joking.
No, I mean, we own some, but
Yeah.
I don't play it. We have a PS4. I
Yeah.
never play it. Our son
Never
plays
play
it sometimes. He's more of a PC player.
Yeah.
But I've gotten into the Switch lately,
Oh, nice.
and it's an older version of it, but I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can just take it anywhere, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so many good games on there that I haven't even tried yet. I'm just trying a few right now. You only have so much time, but I'm really enjoying that. So, yeah.
That's a good system. It's a really good system. I don't even know how Nintendo's even gonna come out with another one and up that one, just because it's just a wonderful system. You know, it's portable and it's docked for home use. So I don't know how they're gonna be better than that, but yeah. So I own a lot of consoles, too damn many to count.
That's what I hear.
I own every retro console there is, most likely. I might be missing maybe 2, but I probably got like 25 of them or 30. I got like 4 PS4s. I used to have 2 PS5s, but I sold one. I got like 6 or 7 Nintendo Switches, Nintendo 64s. I got like 3 of those. 1 Sega Saturn, because those things are pricey. Those things can get very expensive.
You have a Dreamcast?
I got 2. I own 3 Super Nintendos,
Mhm.
5 NESs. Now I do not own like a Sega Genesis because I wasn't really a big Sega console. I was more like a Nintendo console
Mhm.
gamer, but I do own the Saturn and Dreamcast, and that's it on those. Yeah, and of course all the PlayStations.
Yeah. Of course.
PlayStation's probably my favorite systems.
It seems like it. Yeah.
So yeah, and I got lots of PS4 and PS5 controllers. I got like 30 PS4 controllers in the box still. I never opened them because I just
Why?
collected the colors.
Why?
Stupid.
Why? Impulse buying. Impulse buying.
Yeah,
It's a deal.
it's
It's a
and
different
that's-
color.
that's
I
why I
need
have
it.
all these Nintendo Switches because they're all different colors. Like the Switch Lights, I got like all 3 or all 4 of them, whatever the hell
It's
they
okay.
are.
It's okay because I have like a shoe thing, which is stereotypical, and my
Yeah.
husband hates it. But you know, certain shoes for certain outfits. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, there you go.
sometimes you need a certain shoe for a certain outfit. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't even show them on my stream.
Yeah,
I
that's-
should just be like, yeah,
Hey, you should
for the night.
you should hang up your shoes on your wall like OTG.
I'm not gonna go there, Chris. I'm not. Don't.
Yeah, I know. I already did that,
Don't do
Rose.
drama.
Yeah, we dropped that. Yeah, but I don't like drama either, right? I don't.
Neither do I.
But I love my roasts.
Yeah.
I love having a roast fest.
Mhm.
But if there ain't no drama, I can't have a roast fest. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I get you. If there's drama for me, I'm like, oh, that's over there. I'm going over here.
yeah, yeah,
I'm just that's not me. So
yeah. And it
like it.
gets out of hand over time, and you know it just more positive.
that's right. That's what we need.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Do you play any of the arcade one-ups that you have? Or is it just Rev that plays them?
Not very often. I have played them. It's mainly Rev that plays them, and he'll like even like, you know, during the day here and there, he'll like, oh, somebody good is on. I'm gonna hop on and play. You know, so he definitely gets the use out of them. I've actually played the iArcade more than those machines, but we're probably gonna get rid of that soon, just because, you know, even though I enjoyed some of the games on there, and I like how it looks, the games, how they look on there, and the sound quality and everything. You know, you only have so much time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be, you know, focusing more on the games that I really, really like. If I'm thinking about playing a game during the day while I'm working, that's the game I'm going to keep playing. You know what I mean? So
do you work at home?
I do. Yeah. We're both lucky that we work remotely. So
It's so funny because you, Rev, I think Moat, and a few others work at home. I'm like, damn.
you want to get a gig that
Come on, man. Yeah, so I go online, work from home jobs, and you know most of them are probably scams anyway. So you just got to be lucky.
Yeah, you have to be wary of that.
Yeah, but yeah, that would be great if I could sit in my.
It's pretty damn awesome, let me tell you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially like you get to shit in your own toilet. I mean, let's be real. Who doesn't like that, right?
Yeah, sometimes I'll be on the job and I'll be on a big tractor in the middle of nowhere, and
oh boy,
there's that.
It's getting real.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I'm basically a heavy equipment operator. I do all kinds of stuff: backhoes, big mowing, bat wing tractors. I mean, my job, when I go to my job every day, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Wow.
I mean, I could be on the side of the road helping trim these, 4-foot grasses on the side of the road. I mean, or sometime we're going to be painting a shelter at a park.
So you work at the city then?
Yeah.
For the city. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's probably a good aspect of your job in some ways, is that it's changes. It's not the same repetitive shit over and over that a lot of us have, are doing. So.
And I like the outdoors and stuff. So, I'm pretty much always outdoors.
And getting to move around. Like, I'm jealous of that because I sit most of the day and I don't like that. So.
But see, I'm in Texas. So in the summertime, I'm burning in hell.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, well, we used to live in Arizona, so I know.
Yeah. So if we see snow here, sometimes we're lucky.
Right, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You
So
know it's going to
we've had,
disappear soon.
we've had a little snow this year, and last year it was really bad here. It was so bad that myself and two of my daughters, we had to go stay at my mom's house for 3 or 4 days because my mom lives about a mile away from me, and because we had no power at my house.
Yeah.
The power and everything was,
Yep.
and I would come here and walk in my house. It'd be like 20 degrees with no power.
Yep.
And I felt like I was in a horror film or a movie or something. It was pretty scary.
Oh, yeah. And you don't expect living there to have to go through that. So I'm sure the generator sales went up through the roof after that happened.
Sold out.
And we even, we should have had one before that because that shit happens here. I mean, it just does. But that prompted us to buy a generator too for our house. It's just really one of those things where if you have the money for it, you really should buy it as an adult. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. They do work out if you need them. What type of movies do you like?
I like different genres. I like comedies. I like horror some, but the horror movies that I like aren't the ones that are just like all gore. You know, it's got to be more like suspense. It's got to be like The Shining. The Shining is a great example. I love that movie. Scared the shit out of me when I first watched it. I was pretty young. The Exorcist, those type of movies. Okay. That's horror to me. Yeah. But you know, I'll watch action films. It just depends. But I love the Marvel movies. Those are all great. They're entertaining. Aliens. You like those? Yeah. Those are great. Pulp Fiction. That's up there. Top 5 for me. Quentin Tarantino. Ghostbusters. The movie 7. John Wick. So I'm kind of all over the place. Where did you go? You left me. And I can't even see the chat. I can't see the comments.
There we are.
What happened?
Hey, StreamYard boo-boo. I don't know what happened.
No, that happens to us all the time.
It said something happened. The whole thing went to hell.
Yeah.
So
I should really bring up, like, I can't see the chat right now, so maybe I should open up another tab so I can see the chat and see what people are saying. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, War's out there, Brian. Nice. Mike. Oh, yeah, you're lurking because you have a show going right now.
Gosh, I can't keep up with all these people's shows and stuff. We run over everybody.
Well, that's the thing. Like, at first, I was like, you know, I can't go at this time and I can't go at this time. I'm going to change that up now because, like, my life is busy enough, right, with the kids and everything, karate and all this stuff going on, that I'm just going to start streaming when I have the time for it. And if people have to catch it later, fine. It's not like I'm encroaching on somebody. I have just over 100 followers. So I'm not a deal. You know what I mean? So I'm not even going to. Yeah.
Well, see, I just reached my 14,000.
I saw that. Congrats.
Thank you. I didn't make a video about it because I don't care. But but you got to think, though, I have 14,000 subs, right? And there's only 37 people watching. So, I mean, it doesn't really even, I mean, you never know time of day, what subject, you know. Now, if I had the title, okay, Twisted and New talking about Arcade 1-Up, we'd have 300 people in here watching, you know.
Right.
But honestly, it's a very, very worn out subject.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm worn out from it.
Me too.
So I made the, you know, the leak video that I put up a few days ago for 3 minutes. That was more of a joke than anything else, you know, because I'm trying to go away from the Arcade 1-Up content and do more retro and modern console stuff. Because, you know, I like all the channels, you know, and I used to watch everybody's, but I kind of squeeze that now. So I watch maybe like 2 because it's all the same crap.
Yeah, and to me, like, I've never been that interested in, oh, what are we gonna guess is coming out next with these, games or any content or anything like that. It's just
Yeah.
not for me. I know some people love it, and that's great, but I'm not interested in that. I'd rather see, like for you, for instance, I like
Yeah.
seeing you play games, and then chat with people while you're playing games, because a lot of times, there's so many games I haven't played. So then I get
Yeah.
to see somebody play a game I haven't played, see, hey, maybe I want to try this, or no, it's not for me. And then see genuine reactions from the person playing it.
Mm.
I like to see that kind of content. And then also the chill and chats, because I like engaging with people in a more intimate setting. I'm one of those people, I don't like big crowds. Big parties where it's really super loud. I'd rather have a couple people over that I like, and have a conversation with them. So that's more kind of what my channel is geared towards. And if it grows, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. I'm going to keep doing what I want to do, because that's the whole point. I have a job. I have a jobby job that pays the bills. It's fine. We're fine if we don't do this. It's as long as it's fun and the meter is more positive than negative, then we'll keep doing it. And if it gets the other way, we're done.
Yeah.
So.
Well, see, I didn't get my 14,000 subs on my channel through Arcade 1-Up at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was retro content, like my collections, and PlayStation 5 content.
Okay.
Like when the PS5 dropped, and people heard me say this many times, but it was the launch day, and I went live for like 11 hours straight into the freaking morning when they were, releasing, and everybody was trying to go online and get the PS5 before they all sold out or whatever. Mm-hmm. And after I did that stream, I gained like 3,000 or 4,000 subs in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And that was PlayStation 5 content, not Arcade 1-Up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Arcade 1-Up content, I might get, 10 or 15 subs. But if you're going to do Arcade 1-Up content, that's all you got to do. You can't do nothing else. You can't break off nothing else. No shots fired to any of y'all over on the other side.
Yeah.
But like Michael B cannot pull away from Arcade 1-Up content. He cannot, because that's where, that's just what they are.
Yeah.
And my channel is everything. You
Yeah.
know? I did a video the other day. It was my damn casino room. It got 200 views. That's
Right.
all. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well,
See,
guess what? I'm sure you can guess which video has the most views on mine.
Was it the penis one?
Yes. And most of the people that watch are men.
Yeah.
So
watching a female play that kind of game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and hey, I had a blast. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. So
I watched that whole thing.
Yeah. I hope it seemed people were having fun and they were laughing their ass off too. That's what it's about. Hey, I brought enjoyment to people, and I kind of trolled you guys a little bit because you're all going to see some boobies. Ha ha.
Yeah.
And I got you to watch penises the whole time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was so funny. But the time went by so fast, and you almost did it like an hour. I was like, where the hell did the time go?
Yeah.
But I was so focused. What is this penis guy going to do next?
Right. There was content in there. There was a game that you were supposed to get through certain things. It wasn't just like, oh, we're looking at, this kind of stuff, nudity or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a little something behind it. So yeah.
Yeah. Cause the thumbnail you had up, we were like, what the hell is she going to play?
I know.
And then surprise, Mr. Penis, the game.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Oh, wow. Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, that's hard to choose a favorite movie.
I know. I got so many too.
I guess if I had to choose a favorite, it would be Pulp Fiction.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
aspects to it. And like, I don't know if you ever got like the soundtrack for it. The soundtrack is amazing. You can watch just little pieces of it and walk away, and it's still amazing. There are so many storylines, and the way they went about it was cool. So I guess if I had to choose one, yeah, that would
Pulp
be it.
Fiction. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good movie. Don't ask me that same question because I got too many of them.
Yeah, it's tough.
Let's see here. Favorite type of food?
Oof, that's tough. I really like Mexican food. I like spicy, and I didn't grow up with spicy food. I grew up in Minnesota, so everything is pretty much like hot dish and bland. But when I got introduced to that, like I was like, yeah, this is my jam. So, you know, even just like a massive mound of awesome nachos with like all the stuff on it and jalapenos, fresh jalapenos, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's, you know, and I'm a coffee freak. So every day iced coffee,
so am I.
iced
many cups?
espresso. Yeah.
How many cups a day do you
Well,
drink?
I've gotten it down. I used to be, so I used to get a latte in the morning with 5 shots and a latte in the afternoon with 5 shots. I should be dead.
Coffee. Well, hold that there. You know how many cups of coffee I drink a day? A day. Probably 2 pots.
Oh yeah.
A day.
My
Every
dad
day.
used to do that. Mhm.
Every day.
He
So I'm
would, like,
surprised
make
I'm
a
not,
big thermos and bring it with him. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Well, at least I'm not the only one, though.
I mean, I love the taste of it. I love the smell of it. It's just, that's like my mojo. That's what gets me through the day. So
Yeah. Now, when I don't drink coffee, though, I'll start getting damn headaches and stuff.
yeah, me too. Yep.
But then I'll drink a cup of coffee and it's
The
like
drug.
Superman again. Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. But it's funny because at some point they said, coffee's bad for you. And then they said it's healthy for you. I heard one
To a certain extent.
I heard one subject on the news. If you drink at least 5 cups of coffee a day, you'll be great. I'm like, damn, ain't that a little bit much? But even though I drink more than that, but
yeah, I mean, they've always gone back and forth on that, but I think they've always said a certain amount is actually good for you. So
yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna go
just like the news channels always said back in the 90s, video games are bad for you.
Oh, terrible.
But when COVID-19 came around, video games are great for you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can never trust that half the time.
Right.
Ooh, this is a funny one. If you had to go on a date, Superman or Batman?
That is not even like, that's not hard at all. Batman.
Yeah.
I've never been a real big Superman fan until Henry Cavill took on the role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've always been a Batman fan. Gosh, that was one of those movies where I distinctly remember going to the movie theater to see the first Batman come out with Michael Keaton, because it was one of my birthday parties. I think it was like my 13th birthday party, and I had like a shit ton of girls come over. We all went to the movies. We all saw Batman, and I had the coolest Joker t-shirt on. I thought I was the shit wearing that. And it was so good. It's still a really great movie, I think, the first one. So yeah, no question. He's a pimp. He's a pimp.
Yeah, that's actually always been my favorite superhero of all time is Batman series. All the movies I love every, even if there's one that sucks, I love it.
Yeah.
It's Batman.
Yeah.
But the ones with Michael Keaton, oh man. I think probably one of my, the first one's my favorite, and also the second one with the penguin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. And
Danny
then
DeVito, right?
Yeah. And I think that had the Catwoman in it too. Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. No.
And then the next favorite would probably be the one with the Riddler, Jim Carrey.
Okay. See, I
Batman,
did not like the Riddler.
Batman Forever, I think.
Yeah.
But I always liked Jim Carrey though too. And see, I also liked what was the one? Batman and Robin because of Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's one of my favorite actors.
He was like Iceman or something, right?
Yeah, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow. So yeah, that's awesome. Batman it is.
Mhm.
Tacos or hamburgers?
Tacos.
Yeah, that's always
These are easy questions, Chris. Give me a tough one.
ice cream or pie?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Bowling or putt golf?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's a little tougher. I think bowling. I've done both, and I enjoy both. But I think bowling, just because there's more of a like when you're done with your bowl, your turn, you get to sit and kind of chit chat with people.
Yeah,
And
take
then
a break.
you can also like haggle from the side and like have your beer and popcorn and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's a good one. I haven't been bowling in a while though. We used to have one right by my house, but they lost their liquor license because they decided to build a school right next to it, and
oh
so
wow.
they tore that down. That was terrible because I bowled there since I was probably 9 years old. They took it out.
So you don't have a bowling alley in your house?
Well, I thought about it.
Of course you thought about it.
I thought about
You've
it.
seen your house.
I
That's the
thought
next
about it,
edition.
right? I thought about it until I saw the price
For those machines, like the return machines and
to
everything.
build
or
one
just-
because like the rich celebrities or whatever that have their own little bowling lanes and stuff.
Mhm.
Each lane is like, I want to say it was like 20 or 30 grand.
Well, okay, so I saw some pictures of when you built the area that you're in right now.
Yeah.
Did you built that yourself, right? No?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I paid somebody to do it. I don't know how to build shit. I couldn't even build a damn arcade one up from scratch.
Okay. I learned something.
Yeah, I don't
Like, I
Yeah.
built that shit
yeah.
with my money.
Exactly, not with my
Yeah.
hands.
Okay.
I don't know
Fair
about
enough.
all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so each floor is 1,165 square feet, right? Well, now I could it's big enough to put a bowling alley in, but I would have to take away some stuff that I really like. So
Yeah, and you have to think about like what is the use you're going to get out of it, really?
yeah, myself.
Besides
nobody
saying,
comes
"Oh,
up
it's
here.
cool, I have a bowling alley."
Yeah, nobody comes up here. My daughter don't come up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can
nobody
understand
does.
why.
No, well, I guess so. But the only time the other people are here is if like I have a New Year's Eve party, a Halloween party, or just to get together and people come. Other than that, no, it's all mine, I guess. So
Yeah. Until the next lucky lady comes along. Mhm.
yes, I got a new retro couch over there. I need to
Break in.
break in. So that hasn't happened yet. So
Okay.
it's really neat though.
I bet it is.
Yeah. Ooh, scary movie or funny movie? Now you got to choose.
Funny. We like to laugh here. That's one of the things that's like awesome about our relationship and our house. We love to laugh. It's hard for me to think of a day when we don't laugh. And I think that's so important,
Oh yeah, I
have
consider
to
y'all
let
real goofy
your
people.
stress go. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played a little Sonic and I was like, nope, not for me.
Hey, same here.
Okay.
Because when I first played that game, I think I played the first level and then I was like, no thanks.
I'm a little surprised about that though, because you like racing games and it's a really like speed oriented game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, it just, no.
Yeah. I really never liked Sega games. I
Mhm.
mean, the only Sega game that I ever liked was like the Daytona USA racing and Virtual Fighter. That's pretty much it. Anything else didn't really care for.
Mhm.
But but I did all those in the arcade. So
Yeah. Tried them. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that, but I was more of a Nintendo. Favorite type of music?
Yeah, I can't pick that one. That's like you with movies. I have too many
Yeah.
favorites. It's like the ones that I don't listen to very often are country. And even country, there are some that there are some country artists and groups that I really enjoy. But I don't typically listen to that. I don't listen to classical. But now if you incorporate classical into other aspects, genres of music, I can enjoy that, and rap, probably listen to he listens to a lot of rap. And so I do like rap, but it's not something that I typically, I'm going to select that first. So it's going to be rock, it's going to be alternative, R&B, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, when it comes to music with me, I'm a little more extreme. It depends how I'm feeling that day. Sometimes it'll be classical music.
Mhm.
It'll be, metalcore. Sometimes it'll be all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a very hard question for me too.
I
like
think
all
that's telling.
kinds.
Yeah, I think that's telling about a person. I like to hear when somebody says, I'm all over the board with music.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot about a person. But you've seen my last few streams, so you got kind of a taste of what's on my YouTube shuffle. And it is kind of all over the place. But yeah, I listen to music a lot throughout the day. So
Yeah. Nice. Let's see. This is a funny one. You wanted some hard questions, so here's a good one.
Okay, here we go.
Are you a naughty girl or a good girl?
Just went. I used to be a good girl.
Until you met
And
Rev.
now I'm a naughty girl.
Until you met, Rev.
It's his fault.
Yeah.
He's good at like manipulating people. You know what I mean?
That's why I wanted to ask the question, because I thought I probably already knew the answer, that you were probably a good girl, and then you met Rev and you turned into a bad girl. So there we go.
Or
Rev seems like a bad girl.
Another theory is that I was always deep down a bad girl, a naughty girl.
And he brought you out.
Waiting for
Yeah.
teased out by the right person.
Yeah.
I think that's more the truth of the matter.
Yeah, I think that's kind of how I am, where I've always been, bad guy. And when I date women, I turn them into bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
it's probably a little bit of a game too. How far can I make them go? Truth be told.
That's another stream.
Yeah.
Any future life goals? Anything you looking towards the future?
Oh wow, you're getting deep. We're getting deep. Being able to retire fairly soon and live in a climate that's not Minnesota. I mean, raise kids that are good people. Pretty basic goals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm very satisfied with what we have right now. I feel very lucky with what we have right now. And we don't live an extravagant lifestyle, but hey, we pay our bills, we work hard, we get to have fun, we have awesome kids, we get to enjoy our family. I've met some really cool people doing this weird YouTube thing.
Yeah.
It just more of that, you know what I mean? So nothing crazy. Like I've never been one to, I have to have this title, I have to have this amount of money. I've never been that person. I'm pretty chill, go with the flow. Change is going to happen, so you might as well embrace it and take some ownership over it. So yeah.
So how's Minnesota? Do you like living there? Or?
No, I don't like living here.
And why not?
I grew up here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. My family's here. My extended family's here. But the winters suck ass. Like some
Oh,
people
really?
love it and they're out on their snowmobiles and they're hunting and they're, ice fishing and all that. That's great for those people.
Yeah.
But the winters can last, like, it's not like the seasons are cut up into 4 months each. You know what I mean? Like a winter can be a long time, and we can have even more than that, than just like snow and cold,
Mm,
is when you're not seeing the sun for days at a time. That's if you haven't been exposed to that, that can really affect a person. And I've never enjoyed that. I've always kind of had that lull in the winter. So no, I wouldn't be living here by choice if my extended family wasn't here. And I see that, once our kids are a little bit older, we're probably going to move somewhere else,
yeah.
and we've moved to different places before. So this is not like something that's a giant leap for us. We've lived in Arizona, we've lived in Massachusetts, jobs and that kind of a thing. So we're very open to that. But then there's also, and I know you're close with your family too,
Yeah.
that, your parents get older, you want to be there to help them and that kind of a thing. You want your kids to be around their cousins and that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, because my mom just turned 70. So, yeah, I mean, I don't ever see me moving out of Texas. I've been here my whole life, so my body is used to the hell in summer and our wimpy ass winters. I mean, they're pretty damn wimpy. Now we'll be lucky on sometimes, and it'll be maybe 15 degrees outside in the winter, but what for a day,
Yeah.
I mean, so where would you like to move?
Well, now that's a good question. I mean, there are places that I'd be open to. Certain areas in California, if you can afford it, but it's kind of a shit show right now, right? It's become kind of a shit show. And even my husband used to live there and he used to want to go back there. It's like, nah,
Yeah.
Oregon sounds good as far as like climate and everything. I know if it's a job situation, it can be hard. But we're talking like, when we're not working anymore. Tennessee, I've heard is great. So I'm open to certain areas, but I definitely wouldn't be anywhere where there is a lot of cold, a lot of snow. If I never saw snow again, I'd be fine. So.
Yeah, I like snow, but I wouldn't want it for
Yeah, well, it's a novelty for you.
3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, when it snows, like,
Sure.
oh my gosh, we can go take a few photos.
Yeah,
and then it's gone by morning.
right.
Yeah,
It's
it's different because I know Chicago and I think Washington, don't they get a lot of snow up there too around that area?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And
mean,
when
like-
we're in Massachusetts, it was crazy the amount of snow that we got there, and they're not like equipped to handle it like we are. They have the tiny little streets and everything, and so it was a huge deal. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Oh, this is a funny one. We kind of already discussed this, but we'll bring it back up. How's it living with a mad scientist like Rev? Because when I picture Rev when he comes on the stream and stuff, is this crazy scientist about to blow out of the TV screen, because you never know what he's going to do next.
Yeah. Well, he definitely has different sides to him, and that's one of them. And I've known about that side obviously since we met. But he's completely different when it's just me and him and the family.
Yeah.
He's still funny.
Yeah.
He's still charismatic and engaging, but it's not like the 120% level that he's at when he's streaming on Put Your Quarters on the Glass, because that's like a character, like kind of have a character. A lot of people do that. My name is NuSensayshun, which is silliness. But at the same time, it kind of allows you to separate yourself from your personal life a little bit, I think. And that's what he's doing there. Now, I've always known he went to school to, be in radio broadcasting. It just didn't, pan out that way. So this is not a huge, thing that I'm like, oh, I'm so shocked. Not at all.
Oh yeah.
Not at all. And that's some of the fun of being around him is that, you get these different kind of characters.
Oh
sometimes,
yeah, of
and
course.
it's like it's performance art, really.
Well, see, that's why what got my attention when I first saw him calling a match one time, and that's how I discovered him, is the outrageous, entertainment that he throws out there, talking all this crap and stuff. It was just funny as hell.
And you're like, did he really say that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty wild.
Mhm.
And then I've been hooked ever since. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I like about him. Good entertaining.
Well, it'll give you like some perspective. One of his favorite shows is Married with Children. Do you know that show?
Yep.
Yeah. And so that show was very controversial too at the time. There were a lot of moms that were like, oh, how can you do,
Yeah.
we both watched that growing up.
Yeah.
So this like PC culture, the pendulum swings, right? And it to us, it's gotten a little too far to one side in some respects, as far as what you can and can't say.
Yeah.
Context, right? Let people say what they want to say. At least you know where they stand. You know what I mean? So, that's something that kind of, especially my husband, like pushes back against. Like, don't tell me what I can and can't say.
That's kind of how I am on my channel and everywhere else off of it,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a good one. Any games or movies you want to buy or looking forward to in the future?
Yeah, I haven't watched the new Ghostbusters movie, and I definitely want to watch that because I'm a
Still haven't
fan.
either. Yeah.
I'm a fan. And I think it'll be good. Games, I wanted to buy Rock Band again, and I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of it because I used to play it back in the day. And it's expensive to get like the whole shebang now. It really is. Like you either can't find it.
Oh, with the guitars and everything.
Yeah, drums, guitars, mic, the game. And I'm like, I'm not willing to spend that much money for what I would have to pay for it right now. But I really enjoyed playing that. It was fun. And if I can like play online with people and stream it, that would be cool. So that would be something that would be fun. But again, it's like I'm not going to pay too much for something.
Do you know what they're going for right now?
If you want all of it, it's like you can be paying easily $1,000.
Damn.
Yeah, because they don't make it anymore. That's the problem.
Of course.
Yeah, and I'm always hesitant to get something that's used. So
Because Rock Band came with the drums and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
and we used to have it. We used to have it because we used to have friends, and this was in Arizona.
Yeah.
Where we would have Rock Band nights, and we would, they would come to our house, or we would go to theirs, and we would get drunk and just like act a fool and play music, and it was great.
And did y'all end up selling it in the garage sale for $10 or what?
No, it wasn't a garage sale. I think we probably ended up giving it to somebody, like, hey, we're moving. Here you go.
Yeah.
It's less for us to carry along. But
yeah, retro gaming now has gone up.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But everything kind of, so if you can wait,
Yeah, we just got to wait for the bubble to burst. See, I just got this. Time Crisis 2.
Yep.
And it has the gun and everything. Complete in box. Now, the first one, right? A sealed copy went on eBay a week ago for $900.
What?
A sealed copy. Now I got this one because this one's just, it's open and everything, but it's really nice shape. I got it for about $70 with the gun and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. But a lot of the collectors and stuff, even, I got some of the stuff too. They buy sealed stuff because
Yep.
and they won't
Mhm.
open it.
Mm-hmm.
And they go for a lot of money. I've sold a lot of sealed games for stupid money.
Sure.
Some of them, I can't even believe it myself.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't spend $4,000 on a sealed PS2 game, but somebody bought one from me for
Yep.
that.
Yep. You can find all kinds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's funny that
crazy.
you mentioned that game because that's actually one area that I would like to try out. And we talked about getting the Terminator 2
Yeah.
cab because I wanted a game where I could shoot a gun and hold
yeah.
a gun and shoot. And I thought, well, maybe we should get that. But ultimately, we decided not to for several reasons. But I would definitely want to try one of the like light gun type of games. And people talk about that game quite a bit. So it seems like
Really
it's
good.
a popular one. Yeah.
Yeah, they made a lot of them. They made, I think, 4 of them on the PlayStation 2. They made 1 of them on the PS1, I think. And then on PS3, they made a few more. And then that was the end. I don't think they made any for the PS4. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish they would. I wish they would make some new light gun games though for the new systems, the modern systems.
Yeah.
But but now that's one of the leaks of the arcade 1-up is that time Christ.
You see that?
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, honestly, I'll be honest. I have my Big Blue. Okay, I bought it because of Rev's stream.
Did you?
That's the only reason I bought it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I could compete and kick UAG's ass, which I did. I only had to practice for 15 minutes with To Die For. Even Bobby Vu, even though Welcome to Die was trying to take all the credit on the stream that night. Y'all remember that crap?
Mm-hmm.
No,
you know what? I like King. He's great.
Oh, I love him. I talk to him all the time. But yeah, that was funny. That was fun. So are y'all gonna do are you gonna do one of those again with all the content creators, or has everybody just split? Because I know there's a lot of people trying to do their own thing. You got the laundromat.
You know what? Rev's gonna talk about that tonight. So
yeah.
But I can say, you're still gonna see us. We're just gonna explore other opportunities. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So you can all come with.
Sweet.
So,
Now of course CT. You've heard of CT Jason, right?
Of course.
The guy with the crazy voice.
Yeah.
He's starting one where it's playing all types of different video games. It's like a tournament, but you have to play like 5 or 6 different games or something. So that's going to be neat. But I think that might be on the I arcade maybe.
Yeah, and you know what? More power to these people who are taking kind of inspiration from Rev and like spinning it off into something that they want to do. That's great. So and we are seeing more of that. That's awesome. But I think too, like, you just get to a certain point where you reassess and you go, okay, is this what we want to continue doing? Is it, all the things that we're working with? Because putting on a show like that is a lot of work. And I don't think a lot of people realize that, especially like when we decided to do all those prizes for the audience and everything. And we're not making any money off of this.
Oh yeah.
None. Yeah. We're just doing this for fun. So my husband is like, but I'll let him take that over tonight.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Is he giving you the eye?
Yeah. He's in the background like, shut your trap.
Yeah. Censored.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll look forward to that because I'll be watching. I'm really well rested tonight, so I'll be watching the whole damn stream. All right. If he wants to go 7 hours into the,
you're
3
there
a.m.
for it. You're there for it.
Do it.
Awesome.
I'll be there because I ain't doing nothing else tonight. So yeah, that'll be fun. Let's see. Do you collect anything, or have you collected anything in the past?
Shoes? No. I no, I'm not really a collector. I am one of those people that I enjoy getting rid of stuff and purging things. So even though my husband makes fun of me because for a long time I had a lot of crafty, artsy things. Like if you get into that, especially, I don't know if you know what mixed media art is, but like you can use almost anything for that, right? Using all sorts of elements for art. So that can go down a crazy rabbit hole of hoarding is what he calls it.
Yeah.
But I enjoy, like, every so often I just like get rid of stuff. I'll pull stuff and donate it because I don't like a lot of extra knickknacks and things crowding my space.
Yeah, a bunch of BS. Yeah.
Yeah. And I it feels good to do that
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of purge. So yeah, I don't really collect stuff. I
Nice.
don't. But my husband does. So if you ever have him on, you
So
can
it's a
definitely.
it's a balance.
But he has also, we've gotten rid of a lot of his stuff too. But
Yeah.
he definitely has that bug to collect things, kind of like you do, where you're like, well, I can buy one, or I can buy all of the options with all of the colors.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I do that?
Well, see, mine was mostly gaming stuff and vintage retail signs from the 90s and stuff, all over the room. If you've seen like my tour and stuff. And then for some reason, then I got to collecting these slot machines in the casino room, and oh God almighty.
Are you one of those people that love that sound?
I love it. I'm a big gambler. I go to Vegas, I'll spend $5,000. But like here's and see, I took my oldest daughter for her 18th birthday.
I
Because
saw
I had
that.
to leave the stream early that night on last week. And
Mhm.
she came back with $210.
Sure, when you first start, you always win,
Yeah. But she didn't use her own money though. She used mine.
Yeah. No, we enjoy gambling. We one of our first it was our first trip together as boyfriend and girlfriend, and it was fairly soon after we got together. We went to Vegas because it was his 21st birthday party, and he wanted to like throw down,
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool because like all of his friends from California got to come, and it was crazy. Okay, maybe a bad thing to start out a relationship with, because it was like we started way up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he really enjoys gambling. I can take it or leave it. Like I have fun at the slots, but I'm one of those people where I'm like, okay, I've got this much money. Once that's gone, it's gone. And I'm good. I'd rather go to the clubs, dance, do that kind of thing. So, but I get it. The whole vibe of it, like I can hear it right now. And there's something about, I don't know if they pump oxygen in there. They probably do. No clocks, easy to get in, hard to get out, all those little tricks that they do.
Oh, I totally forgot that casinos don't have any clocks at all. Wow. Dang,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Well, now we got to stop for a super chat. Sosa Fit Bam Bam.
Oh, Lord Sosa.
You two rock, love it, keep it up. Oh yeah, MVC
Awesome.
for life. You forgot to add Arcade 1-Up on the end of it. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one's funny. Now this one's a little long, so it'll give New a little break on this one. But this one's funny.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Get out of here. Better than the best. I'm better than the best. Get back in here. Do you understand
Yes,
that?
I understand that.
Tell them that.
There's nobody better than the Macho King. When you talk about the best, you're talking about the Macho King.
Better than the best.
That's what I said.
Tell them.
Better than the best.
Ultimate combo.
Is that Miss Elizabeth?
One, I can't Okay, he had two girlfriends. I don't know which one that was.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Were you a big wrestling fan?
Oh yeah. In
Okay.
the 90s, hardcore.
Yeah.
I probably went to like 20 of them.
Oh, did you? Lucky. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up with it because my dad watched it, and so it was like always in the background. So shit like Bushwhackers,
Yeah.
Hulk, of course, I mean, it was just he would be drinking a beer after work and wrestling was on,
Yeah.
or Clint Eastwood. So it that was one of the ways that my husband was like, "Oh, you know some of the wrestlers' names and about it was an easy way to kind of impress him at first.
Yeah. Well, I know Rev likes wrestling because him and Moat and I think King have done streams talking about wrestling and stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I love that stuff. I even loved WCW. That was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that they went away because it was really good.
I tease and I call it the male soap operas,
Yeah.
because it kind of is, right? So, but I respect it, and even though it's some aspects are fake, to be able to do what they do is athleticism. There's no doubt about it. So,
yeah, and a lot of them can really get hurt badly.
Oh, yeah. And then they keep going like, I broke a rib and I just kept going with the match. And you're just like,
yeah, I forgot which one it was. I think it was Bret Hart's brother. Rev would know that. I think when he was coming from the rafters,
he died.
Yeah, and the cable broke or whatever.
Yep.
I think it was Bret Hart's brother. I think maybe.
Yeah,
Man,
there's been a lot of tragedy.
Yeah.
What's the one show that I loved watching? The Dark Side of the Ring. And I can't remember. I think it was on Netflix. Don't quote me on that, but that's the aspect of it that I love hearing, like the background stuff of what happened. And gosh, like just what a hard life. You know what I mean? To be a wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't be one. But Macho Man was my favorite.
Macho Man. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because he was, a nut. Okay, so we got another super chat. Casinos don't have windows either. They don't want you to know when it's daytime. I never really thought about that. They don't have windows, do they? They only have front doors. I'll be damn.
They're tricksters. Oh, there you go again. Your StreamYard. All right, chat. Let me look at the chat. Don't accept a car ride from Tammy Sitch home from the mall. I'm not sure who that is. Hey, Mode, don't you have a stream right now? What happened? You just
I don't know. We
had
another boo-boo. Am I going to put your quarters on the glass right now? Am I using y'all's cameras? I don't know. Something happened. It's weird. I've never experienced this before.
If you want to feel better, just look at our streams. All the
I
difficulties.
enjoy the technical difficulties when y'all come on and Rev's talking for like 45 seconds.
And he doesn't know it's
and there's no sound. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
But his facial expressions are so animated that it's like entertaining anyway.
Yeah. So let's see what we're gonna. Oh, this one's funny. Let's go with this one.
The ultimate maniacs are totally out of control. Oh my God, out of control. Ultimate combo.
Oh man, he had so many partners too.
Oh, the shaking. And wasn't there one where it was like him and Hogan, and he was like gonna shake his hand, and it was like a full minute or something before he reached his hand. It was so good.
He had a lot of promos. I mean,
yeah, it just like turn it on.
Funny.
Yeah.
And then I want to say the Elizabeth girl or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He actually married her.
Yeah.
Well, they were actually married.
Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, it was a big deal.
Elizabeth. Yeah. It's wild. Ooh, here's a good question. put you on the spot again.
All right, let's see. You haven't had any tough ones so far. Let me just say.
Well, I'm being nice. This next one will. The next time, if I have you on here, we'll go to the dark side. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Craziest thing you have ever done?
Oh, gosh. I don't know if my hubby would be okay with me saying that.
Well, you don't have to say it if it's too crazy.
Let me think
You
on
can
that
go
a
to-
little
You can
bit.
go to number 2. That's,
I've done some crazy shit. Like, it's funny because people will know me in a certain respect,
yeah.
like professional, buttoned up, can't see the tattoos, not swearing, and then be shocked, if they were to find out the other side of who I am when I'm not being a professional, right? So, yeah, there's been a number of things that have been kind of crazy. I don't know that I want to say that on a stream just yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can imagine. When we were
Oh,
young,
yeah.
when we were younger, we went to Vegas a lot. Put 2 and 2 together. Like we did Vegas. Like we did it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll share one. Since it's been many years now, so they can find a trace, anyways. But about, let's see, 15 years ago, right? One of my friends, I guess he beat up on this chick really bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And found out where he lived, the guy, and he had a new car sitting out in the front yard. And me and one other dude, we went over there and torched it.
Oh.
And burnt it to the ground.
Okay. Like, don't be bitten up on chicks. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Or I'll burn your car down and maybe the house next time. Oh,
wow.
So that's why I have an alias.
That didn't really happen. That was just for stream purposes and entertainment.
Yeah, that was fake. But
Yeah,
anyways.
fake news.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty wild. But let's see. We're at 1 hour and 23 minutes.
I can't believe it. It feels like we only been talking for 15 minutes. It's very easy to talk with you.
Well, sometimes these streams can get way out of hand, and we can go on so many subjects that Rev will be telling, girl, you need to get off this thing because
he don't need me.
We got another stream to do.
He can really run it on his own if he needed to.
Yeah, but you make it more exciting and entertaining too. So that's why I like the times that both of y'all are on there talking. Sometimes, like the Street Fighter one.
Yeah,
both of y'all were on there because that was funny.
We have some good banter going.
Yeah,
we feel comfortable enough that we can razz each other and not get hurt feelings about it, or just take it out in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Later.
So now, for the people that are watching that don't know who Nu is, here's her channel. If you want to go subscribe to it. Now, see, if you look at that
warning.
Yeah, the big warning adult, that's the penis video she played. So we need to see more of that.
Don't be scared. It's okay. If you're a man, it's okay to look at penis content. It really is. It says that you're comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
It was.
I mean, I could have probably watched that goofy video game for 3 hours straight and not leave my seat just because I didn't know what the hell was going on. When you ran that thing into the cactus, I was like, oh my gosh. Hopefully none of y'all own any cactuses around the house because you need to throw them in the trash and keep them away from Nu. Because she's not good with cactuses after watching that.
I'm not.
I mean, that actually kind of hurt.
I'm not good at operating a penis. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, that game is funny though. So I look forward to you playing that again and finishing it because that's pretty funny.
Well, so I was going to ask you that. Like, should I continue that to its conclusion first, or move on to something else?
I I would even
I
if
mean,
you
I could
didn't
go back
finish
to it too.
yeah, even if you didn't, finish the game, do another video on it, right?
Mhm.
And then whenever you do your paintings and stuff, and then I say you just do funny adult games and painting.
Yeah.
And then if you want to throw, Call of Duty here and there, then whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
If you don't care about how many views you get or
I
how
don't.
many subs you get, like I don't care.
I
You
want
know?
people to have a good time with me.
Yeah, that's
Have
that's
fun.
all YouTube
Yeah.
is having a good
Yeah.
time, entertainment. You don't have to have 5,000 subs or 100,000 subs. I mean, who cares?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it.
Yep.
That's why,
I'm with you.
I just got 14,000 subs. Who cares? Who cares? I hope there's like 3,000 subs that unsubscribe. That's how I am. I don't care.
Yeah.
But anyways, so go subscribe to her channel. All
Aw.
kinds of content on there. And then let's see, where is this other one? And then I have to do it to you. And then let's see. Oops. Oh, it's not showing.
There we go.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it's not showing. Something's going on here.
Well, I can see the put your quarters on the glass.
Oh, really? I
Yep.
can't. Whoops.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay. And then Rev 5's channel, put your quarters on the glass, also known as the Waful House. So subscribe to that if you're not there. So that will be tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time, because you're on Central Time too.
That's right.
But anyways, I enjoyed you being on here. It was fun. And, we can do it again sometime.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm just like a little tiny baby YouTuber and you asked me to be on. So I feel honored that you wanted to have me and I will come on again. But I have one beef with you, Chris.
You got it. We can talk about that after the show.
No. I'm going to mention
Let's
it right
do it.
now. I'm going to mention it right now.
Do it.
I ordered a t-shirt from your merch site weeks ago and I still have not received it.
They haven't sent it yet?
No.
Did you get a tracking number or anything?
No.
The hell?
You better get on that shit.
Well, see, I ordered from there too. And
did you get yours?
Yeah. Yeah, I got mine. I even got the damn coffee cup. Mine came like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks, so I don't know.
But
as soon as I get it, I'll be flossing it. So
do they have any email or anything you can or
I got a confirmation that I ordered it, but
you might need to email.
No, I'm poking you. So
I don't have control of that.
I know.
Or you can just cancel payment and then reorder it, and then maybe you'll get two.
I can be patient. So
yeah, a lot of people asked if I had a merch site before, and I was like, I didn't really care. But then many people asked, and I was like, whatever. But I really just did it so I could order on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I could order my own stuff.
Well, it's a cool logo. I like it.
Yeah. Well, it cost me a lot of money to have a tattoo artist, and he's a tattoo artist and a professional what do you call it? Graffiti artist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Designed it. So
Nice.
It's all from scratch. I wanted the retro colors into it and all that stuff. So it's really
it's
pops.
a great logo. It does.
Yeah. But anyways, well, just stay on here for a few minutes after after it ends, and we'll talk for a second. I appreciate everyone watching.
He's off again. StreamYard issues.
Two Twisted Chris's coming on. This is one Twisted stream, let me tell you. Wow. Anyways, appreciate everyone being here, and thanks again, Nu, for coming on here. And I'll talk to you in a second.
All right, see ya.
Peace.
even worse.
Ultimate combo.